Brother Duran, Brother Muhammad, who's a partner. Is there anything that you all would like to add to what was shared? So I do not have anything to add.
I mean, for me, it's more, like, I was an athlete in college. You can't tell by now, but before I
Yes, we can.
And I love the game of soccer because it taught me so many lessons about life. And it started with, like, when I was in high school. We had a varsity D1 high school, and I went in as a freshman. We try out, I made the team. And then I go to practice every single day. And then there are some seniors, they're not showing up. And then I go to practice, I do the extra runs on the weekends, I'm doing everything I need to do. The game time come, the coach put me in for 5 minutes. And then I go to another practice, I'm there like, yeah man, I just scored a few goals. I go to practice, the coach come, game time comes, seniors, juniors get to play. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, coach, look, I'm better than them. How come you're not putting me in the game? He said, I need you to watch the game. I'm like, no, but I'm doing all this, but nobody's, why are you playing the seniors? He's like, well, they're about to graduate, they're about to go to college, they need scholarships and stuff. But there was a part of me that lacked the humility and then even understanding what the game required. Coming from middle school to high school, how fast the game moved, the way to think, the vision that you need to have, right? Because it's beyond the goals. I quit the team. I quit. I came back later on, I spoke to my dad, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I quit the team. I came back the next week, I said, coach, can I join the team? He said, no, you can't. I said, come on, please, coach, let me join the team. He said, no, you can't, but you will come back next year and try out. So every day I will go to practice. When the team is practicing, I'm next to the team, and I just practice what they're doing and things like that. And then for a whole year, I didn't play. My friends would come to me, yo, Mo, you better than them. I don't know why you're not playing. But there's a part of me that was the pride that kept me from achieving my goals. So I sat for a whole year, and then the next year I came in, and then I had to take the minutes that were given to me, and then becoming a starter, right? And then those lessons resonated with me because even going to college, I had more players who had better impressive resumes than me. But part of their resumes were that they had better access. Some of them play for Team USA junior teams. My parents, they don't want to even spend 50 cents for me to pay for a coach, right? But one thing I had was the heart. My ability, the heart was everything. When I'm tired, I'm not gonna stop. And then I noticed that the difference between the people who just had it because they had access and they could get the things, and the person who really truly have to commit to it. And when the time comes now, when we step on that line, we're in the game. And how you gonna show up, right? And then for me to the whole staff is, when the game start, the opponent doesn't care whether you fracture your ankle, or last week, oh man, I have to stay up all night last night, that's why, right? The opponent doesn't care. The game started. You got 90 minutes. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna show up, or are you gonna consistently tell yourself some stories? Because at the end of the day, the stories are great, but when the game starts, the stories pause for a second. And then it's more of just like all of us as a unit, how are you gonna show up? How are you gonna show up? Because Brother Duran and I and the partners, when we interview all of you, we say, what is failure to you? How do you overcome? How do you persevere? But then when the work starts, there's a lot of people who give us a lot of excuses about why they don't show up.
Oh, yeah.
And we had this conversation. And then so for me, it's more about the dedication and the heart. And what I love the most is the people who hold me accountable. I know a lot of people talk about Jim, but one thing I appreciate about him is that he holds me accountable. When I speak to a child somewhere, he'll come back to me like, yo, bro, like, hold on. He'll jump in. Or he'll say, afterward, he'll like, did you consider this and that? He said, man, I'm like, man, yo, I'm like, okay, cool. I put my pride aside. He's my little brother, right? That's how I see it, but I get knowledge and wisdom from him. Last year when I worked with Sister Gigi, her title is parent, but there are moments where I'm talking to the students and she'll put me aside. She's like, Brother Diamond, I got it. I'm like, no, Sister Gigi, no, I gotta talk to them. What do you think you're doing right now? Brother Diamond, let me talk to them. And then I gotta learn to put myself aside, put my pride aside, because Gigi got something that she could cultivate in them that I don't have that seed to plant. And then she's able to do that. So in the telling of all things, and I know I'm talking a little too much, I'm talking about who is in your circle and who's holding you accountable. Because that's what's gonna make it or break it for you here at Ember. I'm only a partner because there was people here who hold me accountable. Right? It's not because Diamond is great. There was people here who were like, nah, that's, bro, why you doing that? So then now you ask yourself in your circle, who's allowing you to live in the excuses? Who's allowing you to say all the time, keep complaining? Guess what? If you want people who's gonna complain in your life, trust me, you're gonna find a lot of people here who's gonna complain to you. But it's about, what is your North Star? What is your purpose? Because if you're going hard, what's your purpose? Right? If you're not going hard, what is your purpose? Because at the end of the day, you have a bunch of people here, they didn't tell you why they don't show up.
Yeah.
Oh man, you see, look what they did. They're talking about all this. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. I had people came up to me even last year. Yo, but Diamond, you know what? We didn't even get our bonuses. You may not even be partner. You think they got money for you to pay?
Oh no.
I appreciate it.
Who said?
But there's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people in here who's gonna talk to you negatively.
That's right.
And if you're new to, ask yourself, who am I gonna find who's gonna cultivate the love and joy for my life calling? Because you need to find your life calling. Look, you could go anywhere and get the paycheck, right? Like they say that all the time. But truly you can. But you gotta really ask yourself, like, what is my bigger purpose? Because when I walk out of here, the knowledge that I have, I could go inside another Ember. I could put this love and understanding to my brothers and sisters, my immediate family. And that's what you gotta go for. But all I'm gonna tell you, be careful with the people who consistently come up to you and they complain and complain and complain and complain. And at some point, you as the friend, you gotta ask yourself, you say, yo, you consistently complaining. What are you doing? Is this the place for you? Like, you know you got choice, right? You know we got choice theory and agency, right? How mindful are you? Because the more you keep planting the seed in your head and these people keep talking to you negatively, and guess what happened? Then one day, out of you became them. They go, do this, like, oh my God, they always tell me, you know? And then this is how you become. But Jim never allowed me. Well, I could complain, but he's like, yo, bro, but I'm not. And I never considered that. Brother Diaman, I come up with something, he's like, yeah, bro, but do you have all the information? Do you have all the data? And then this is the people that you need to surround yourself with. At the end of the day, this is selfless work. There's no paycheck in the world that's going to give you what you need, right? But at some point, at some way, you are a creator. It's beyond Ember. What are you creating? Who are you becoming? What is the love? What is the honesty? What is the true honesty that you're cultivating in yourself? All right? But for me, this is the most blessed thing that ever happened to me in my life. The ability to just build with you guys. I have people here now in staff, they're like family to me. I welcome them, they come to my house, I talk to them, I love them, and I will do anything in my life for them.
You haven't
Because
invited me to your house.
Sister Rajana, there's no-